woman in your life who will do what she must do to comfort you and calm you down and let you rest now. The woman in your life, she can rest so easily.
Hello everybody and welcome to Women's Spaces. My name is Elaine Holt and I'm your host. And as always, I'm extremely excited about my guest for this show. I have a woman by the name of Judy Dragon, who is a Theta Healing medical intuitive. And I just want to break that down a little bit simple language. Judy is actually a holistic health practitioner. And what we're going to talk about today is just various ways that we can kind of relax ourselves and just create a better life for ourselves and to pay more attention to our own inner voice when it comes to our health and our own intuition. Anyway, welcome Judy. Welcome to Women's Spaces.
Thanks, Elaine.
I'm really happy to have you here, and it's been a while. We've been thinking about doing this show for quite a while, and now here it is, and it's the day after Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's, the day of love. It's my favorite, actually my favorite day. Well, listen, Judy, the way I generally start the show is I have my guests just tell me a little bit about yourself, anything that you feel comfortable talking about.
Well, I've been in holistics for almost 30 years now. I am originally from the East Coast. I'm from Baltimore. And I came here with my former husband. I'm divorced now. We had 4 kids together. We home birthed them and raised the children alternatively. My children are all grown now, and I'm expecting a grandchild in July, and my oldest daughter is getting married as well. And I have a daughter that lives in Italy.
You mean to tell me someone as young looking as you is going to be a grandmother? When is this event going to be happening?
Well, this is in July, and I think I keep really young because of all the alternative work that I do, and also because I'm a salsa dancer. I dance a lot. Oh,
that's wonderful. It's really interesting when you say that you're going to become a grandmother. There's something so special. I've had several women on that are calling the grandmothers to gather for peace and for ways to take better care of the children. So welcome to the club. So tell me just a little bit more about yourself, your education, your background.
Well, actually, I started off years ago as a dental hygienist, and I retired about 10 years ago. So I have a traditional medical background. I also worked in hospice when Sonoma County first opened their home hospice, and I was a caregiver and worked in different convalescent homes. And I've always felt like I had a calling for service to help the planet. So it's been a strong urge for me.
When you talk about, I've heard that several times, and myself too, to do the show. I always explain it. I've kind of had this calling to get out there, to share with the world, to try to encourage women to work for peace, etc. What was that calling like for you? I mean, how did it present itself?
I always seemed to be one who remembered a lot of things, and in that I helped to support people to remember their lives, to bring forth anything that didn't serve them to the surface so that they could clear it and be more present with themselves and with others. And I think I've always had that gift.
Well, it definitely is a gift, when someone is called to do a certain activity. And not only that, I mean, I've been looking over your resume. I'm just amazed at all the travel you've done, all the study you've done, and all the different aspects of your life. So why don't you talk a little bit about, what motivated you? Alternative health or alternative healing is, at one time it was such a negative thing, and it looks like when you started it wasn't the most popular experience in town. So what was it that motivated you to move in this direction?
Well, it's interesting. I think it started in dental hygiene school, actually, when they brought up about fluoride, and they challenged us to find out if there was anything really wrong with fluoride. And so after I graduated, I continued to do research and really found out the issues, and used to speak to women's group, mothers group actually, in the 70s, and why not to give fluoridation tablets to their children. And then I took courses at the JC in organic gardening and studied herbs at the JC, and used to do herbal walks.